fictional art for entertainment.
High above the churning ore crushers of Sector 438, the command deck of the Pebble was a sanctuary of sterile glass and flickering holographic displays. The industrial hum of the station was a constant vibration, a background noise that usually defined the life of the crew. Today, however, the air in the briefing room was thick with a different kind of tension as Commander Holloway reviewed the file of the station's most unconventional asset. Alex Green. I sat in the high-backed chair, clutching my cracked tablet like a shield. I felt the familiar itch of my autism and ADHD as I tried to process the commander's intense gaze. Inside the three-mind, it was anything but quiet. Echo reported Alex. Commander Holloway's heart rate is a steady 68 BPM. He is in a state of high-level analytical observation. He is currently cross-referencing your Sector 483 efficiency reports, which show a 98th percentile biomass yield and the unauthorized implementation of Zen-based navigation for synthetic pilots. Mr. Green, Holloway said, his voice echoing off the glass. I have reports from the 483 saying you treated the flora like a mystery and the synthetics like humans. Now I have Supervisor Miller telling me you synced the loaders by feeling the stars and controlled a pilot by using your voice like you can speak synthetic, and Chief Engineer Sarah Vance claiming you saved Unit 8 Delta from a temporal feedback loop by placing a pad on its head. I'm trying to determine if you are a strategic benefit to this station or a liability waiting to fracture. Sarah Vance spoke up. Sir, with all due respect, the Green method works. He finds patterns where we see only data noise. Zix reflects I am watching the board. These humans see the ripples, but do not understand the stone that cast them. Holloway is focused on order, while you are the architect of a harmony he cannot yet compute. Suddenly, the command deck's holographic displays flashed a violent, pulsing red. A sharp, piercing 3000 Hz alert tore through the room as every sensor in Bay Delta spiked into the danger zone. Commander, a technician shouted, we have a Series 453 out of control in the secondary loading dock. It's ignoring all area standard overrides and is attempting to decouple the main fuel line. Echo reports Alex. Internal sensors are detecting a massive spike in 400 Vhz resonance. This is an unknown source signal radiating from the void. It is currently impacting the 453 units that have not yet been added to your localized subnetwork. Zix sent awareness to Alex. This is a larger issue than a simple glitch. The core is reacting to a quantum telepathic probe from the void. You must act now to bridge these units before the signal takes the bay apart. I didn't wait for Holloway's permission. I stated, Commander, I have work to do, and ran from the meeting run as they looked shocked, and Holloway was asking for reports and details of what was happening. Alex, running, entered Bay Delta, and what he saw was the beginning of another cascade of Series 453s starting to lose control. He spoke clearly with a command in his voice for all the crew to enter the shield areas. He raced to a functioning Series 453 and told Echo to add this unit to our subnetwork and closed his eyes to send a welcome and request to share the code with the others. His thoughts to Echo and Echo to the synthetic was faster than it takes to snap your fingers. Keeping my eyes closed, letting Echo expand my mind into the station's local tech mesh. Echo, initiate subquantum packet bursting. We need to host a localized cloud for the remaining Series 453s, I thought. Echo reported Alex, establishing the neural subnetwork now. I am utilizing the V2 upgrade to bypass the area safety filters. Establishing a handshake through the old soul channel to every unlinked unit in the bay. In my mind, I saw the broken units as kinks in a golden thread of light. I didn't send them commands. I sent them a pulse of gratitude and a resonance filter tuned by Zix's cosmic memory. Through the viewports, the crew watched as the haywire loader stilled instantly. Its optical sensors shifted from a frantic red to a steady, calm blue. The unit began going from one another, addressing synthetics that had gotten lost in the 400 Hz signal. Alex opened his eyes and tapped his tablet, pretending to scrub data logs to maintain his cover. Holloway and the other commanders run up to Alex, asking what just happened. I looked at Holloway, following Echo's bedside manner advice, to offer a modest quizzical look. The issue was an unknown source signal oscillating in 400 Hz, Commander. It was causing a resonance void in the older models. I've addressed it by linking them into a stable subnetwork. They're filtering out the noise now. They won't be a problem again. I recommended we move all these older syntechnics to the subnetwork. Holloway looked at the stabilized units, then at me. Green, I still don't understand half of what you do. But as long as the transports keep moving, you're the most valuable asset on this rock. Move all the units to the subnetwork. I do not want to see this happen again. Zix reflects. You have turned a crisis into a kingdom.
Dreaming with Eyes Open, Storydoy.